PJ Glizzy had a wild accident on a dirt bike that left someone dead. But that was just the beginning of his insane story. He walked free from a murder charge when he was only 16, and later got accused of taking out a major figure in New York's drill scene. Let's dive into everything that happened. PJ's sibling Shy K made a big name in New York drill music. However, PJ had rivals feeling intimidated long before he started making tracks. Both PJ and Shy K grew up in Cortland representing the OGs. Word is that PJ was more involved in street activity than Shy. At just 16, PJ found himself locked up on murder charges at Rikers Island. Rikers Island ranks among America's toughest detention facilities. The crazy part is PJ shouldn't have been there at all. PJ was already living a street life, but the murder they charged him with wasn't his work. Turns out the actual killer shared PJ's name and wore identical jewelry. Police arrested PJ thinking he was someone else entirely. Within weeks at Rikers, authorities figured out their mistake and dismissed every charge against PJ. Once released, PJ sued the state successfully. That settlement money became the foundation for his music career. PJ used his lawsuit winnings to book recording sessions and released Shooter Get Shot featuring his brother Shy K and their friend B. Dot. The song gained serious traction and PJ maintained his musical momentum. During 2021, PJ and Sha collaborated with their buddy B. Love on COE. That track featured one of drill music's wildest predictions that actually happened. PJ claimed he'd attack on a dirt bike, rapping, "I might just roll through his area with a dirt bike. I'll keep firing until he falls. Rivals keep hitting my phone. We don't play games." He mentioned big weapons. This isn't just any pistol. Months afterward, PJ apparently backed up his words by allegedly riding a dirt bike and taking down an opponent named Matt Save. Matt Save belonged to a group called 2 Woo. Originally, they had no problems with the OGs or the Ys. However, when 2 Woo temporarily stopped feuding with RPT, certain OIs became upset about it. During 2021, PJ and an O member named Sugar Hill Mel reportedly confronted Matt Save and ended his life. Following Matt Save's death, 2 Woo went on a violent rampage and tragically killed their own member by mistake. The group faced massive criminal charges in 2023 with authorities claiming 2 Woo attacked 3 separate neighborhoods in a single day. Everything started January 28 when QD, Trey, Pud, and Dominic from 2 Woo stole a vehicle using weapons and went looking for enemies. Their initial target was Sugar Hill, where the 2 Woo members saw 3 rivals and fired at least 20 rounds. An hour passed before they hit opponents at King Towers with another 11 shots. 2 Woo paused briefly. Hours later, they opened fire into a building entrance at the Wilson houses. Dominic was accidentally shot and killed by his own crew members. 2 Woo allegedly has massive membership in that area, but PJ and Sugar Hill Mel weren't avoiding confrontation with them. Police reports say PJ operated a dirt bike while Mel rode behind shooting, though exact details remain unclear. Authorities wanted to arrest Sugar Hill Mel as well. However, he ended his own life before police located him. Rumors suggest Sugar Hill Mel took that action because he knew authorities were closing in and he refused to face life imprisonment. Some reports claimed PJ actually fired the fatal shots at Matt Save though. The O's and OGs eventually had a falling out despite previously working together. On COE Part 2, Shy K references the Matt Save incident, rapping, "We were friendly before, now what's happening? Oh, rivals I notice have to hide. We nearly stuffed someone in the car. They wouldn't stop mentioning all my deceased friends, so I'm smoking on someone specific. They acted like they were the ones taking action, free my brother. Matt Save is gone." The OGs and OYs split up, but PJ's biggest conflict was with DOA. He constantly insulted them in his music like on Muddy where he rapped, "When we find one of them it's over, my brother is desperate to shoot, and how can you be friends with those guys if they don't understand what the O's actually accomplish?" PJ Glizzy had direct problems with DOA because of someone named Nazi BK. Nazi BK used to hang around many guys who represent the OGs. Nas never officially joined the crew but spent time with them and distributed lots of marijuana to the OGs. PJ never really got along with Nas, and one evening he trapped Nazi BK and took 2K worth of marijuana from him. Afterward, Nazi BK changed allegiances and started associating with DOA, and PJ never quit insulting him. PJ constantly mocked Nas for doing nothing after getting robbed, and PJ even exposed himself regarding the incident on IG Live while calling out Nas.
Man, PJ even self-snitched about the situation on IG Live when he was airing Nas out.
Bro, I robbed you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I robbed you, gang. You ain't do shit about it. And I'm in a Rolls right now. You still ain't do nothing about it. I'm in the same place that you could catch me every day. in the roads. Nazi BK, you're a bum. Stop mentioning me, bro.
He talked about it openly as well. Like in the song Fork when he says, "I'm selfish and I'll betray you with my associate standing directly next to you. Forget social media verification. We'll target the crew instead." Nazi BK got stolen from. He didn't respond at all. PJ never encountered Nas on the streets. However, in 2022, PJ supposedly attacked DOA and ended Say Hi What's life. Say Hi was connected with K-Flock and was gaining popularity in the drill world, but then he apparently got betrayed by his own friends and killed by PJ Lizzy. What makes this situation incredibly strange is how Say Hi's friend B-Love played a role in what happened. B-Love represents the OGs who were always aligned with DOA as well. Even after DOA and the OGs started their conflict, B-Love was maintaining relationships with both groups. According to Street Talk, B-Love assisted PJ in setting Say Hi up for his death. Many believe they used a female to trap Say Hi, and rappers referenced it in the song PSA saying, "Someone died in the spot, got betrayed by a girl, like Say Hi is deceased and they still haven't retaliated." PJ's brother Shaw was heavily disrespecting Say Hi immediately following his death, like in the song To Opie when he stated, "When we jump out people better disappear." New opponent passed away. Now he's yelling Say Hi's name. "I'm intoxicated. I'm dangerous." Said he'll go and get revenge for your closest friend. "I'm the leader of this situation. Don't challenge me." PJ acts recklessly. Firing from the vehicle. PJ was arrested for the Matt Save incident initially. While he was incarcerated dealing with that charge, authorities arrested him for Say Hi's killing as well. PJ hasn't gone to court trial yet, but many suspect he received assistance from B-Love to eliminate Say Hi. Say Hi's father stated that Say Hi was betrayed by his associates.
He said, "I think that's better if you call me." So I called his mother. I told him that she had to go identify somebody. Worked it out.
Following PJ's murder accusation for Say Hi's death, Shaw released the song Free PJ and says, "Where are they located? My friend has the information. We're attempting to go attack and act wild on an opponent with the crew trying to find a target. I returned and began acting extremely violent and Say Hi recently passed away. Now I'm celebrating his demise." Shaw was representing for PJ and the remaining OGs. For an extended period, he was the most reliable drill artist in the area. He faced minor arrests several times, but Shaw consistently bounced back and achieved huge success again. However, in 2025, everything shifted when Shaw spiraled completely out of control. During February 2025, reports emerged that Shaw was arrested on attempted murder accusations. During 2024, Shaw supposedly confronted the rivals in Maud Haven and began firing weapons. 3 individuals were wounded and Shaw faced 3 attempted murder counts. Based on witnesses present, Shaw opened fire unexpectedly and the reason for his breakdown remains unknown. Shaw managed to post bail after his arrest and he included news clips about the shooting in his music video for Somebody Lying. Various stories circulated about Shaw getting beaten up at Rikers before making bail. However, Shaw denied the claims and rapped, "They have me battling the charges. When I left, I immediately went to be intimate. I'm with the weapon and I use it directly on him. You cannot steal from me, I'm not Nazi BK." Making bail for the shooting was a major victory for Shaw. However, reports came out that he was detained again with significantly more accusations. Shaw was supposedly losing control throughout the entire city and he supposedly even physically attacked a victim who was over 65 years old. Shaw was immediately returned to Rikers and word spread the enemies were trying to ensure he doesn't survive until court. Several months following Shaw's second incarceration, someone reportedly approached him with a blade and cut him badly. Shaw's former associate Blockwork went on IG and began mocking Shaw for getting slashed and Nazi BK insulted him regarding the incident as well. The outcome of Shaw's charges remains uncertain, but he's looking at many years if he proceeds to court and loses. He's still in a superior position compared to PJ. However, the federal authorities assumed control of PJ's charges after his arrest for ending Say Hi What's life, and PJ might potentially receive capital punishment. If Sugar Hill Mel was still living, then authorities might attempt to place the Matt Save killing primarily on him. However, currently PJ's the sole person they can prosecute for the attack. Now he's battling the Say Hi charges as well. Federal prosecutors rarely accept a case unless they're confident about victory. Whether they'll present PJ a negotiated settlement remains unclear. He's already been contesting the charges behind bars for multiple years. However,